Most budgets ain't what you think they are. It ain't that you're bad with money, it's that they were never built to let you actually enjoy your life while you build it. I used to open my budgeting app and get scolded by a piece of software. Red numbers, guilt notifications. You've overspent in dining. Like it had any idea what kind of week I'd had. So I built something different. Three buckets instead of two, and the third one is the exact category every finance guru tells you to cut first. I kept it on purpose. I call it Bougie Balanced, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to build your own. If you watched the last video, you already set up your giving policy and your pay piece first transfer. Good. This is what happens to that money next, the part you actually get to touch, spend, and enjoy without it turning into chaos by the 15th of the month. If you never made it past day 4 of a budgeting app before giving up, that wasn't a discipline problem. It was a design problem. And today, that changes. This ain't another just track every penny video either. If spreadsheets and receipt piles worked for you long term, you wouldn't still be looking for a better system. Most budgets have two categories, needs and everything else is a problem. That's not a budget, that's a diet. And you know what happens on diets. You white knuckle it for 2 weeks and then you blow it all in one weekend because deprivation was never sustainable in the first place. If a budget doesn't leave room for the things that make your life feel like yours, you won't follow it. Not because you lack discipline, because it was designed to fail. Think about the last time you actually stuck to a budget for more than a month. I bet money it wasn't the strictest one you tried. It was the one that let you breathe. That's not a coincidence. That's the entire lesson, and almost nobody builds their budget around it. Here's the pattern I see over and over. Someone sits down, motivated, ready to fix their money. They build a budget that's 90% restriction, rent, bills, groceries, and then a tiny leftover sliver labeled miscellaneous that's supposed to cover everything else in your entire life. Coffee, gifts, a haircut, a night out, the candle that makes your apartment feel like yours. All of it crammed into whatever's left, which by design is almost nothing. So what happens? The miscellaneous category runs out by day 12, and instead of adjusting the plan, most people decide they're the problem. They weren't disciplined enough. They failed the budget. Except the budget failed them first, it just never gets blamed because it looks so responsible on paper. That's the actual diagnosis here. Same as always. Not a discipline problem, a design problem. A budget that has no room for you in it isn't a tool. It's a countdown to quitting. And it shows up in the moments you'd least expect. You're out with friends, everyone's ordering appetizers, and you're doing math in your head instead of just being present because your budget left you a miscellaneous category smaller than the actual bill. That ain't you being difficult or overly cautious. That's a budget that never accounted for the fact that you're a person who has an actual life, not just a rent payment and a phone bill. And it repeats. Next month you try again, a little stricter this time, because obviously the problem was that you weren't strict enough. It never once occurs to most people that a system that's got to get stricter every single month just to keep failing less ain't a good system. It's a broken one wearing a responsible costume. Bougie Balanced has 3 buckets and the order matters. Protect. This comes first. No negotiating. Rent, utilities, minimum debt payments, the savings transfer we set up last video. This is the floor. Nothing touches this money. It leaves before you see it, the same way Pay Piece First already taught you to think. Function. This is what it actually costs to run your life. Groceries, gas, the basics that keep the lights on and the fridge full. This isn't glamorous, it's just true. You have to know this number because most people don't, and that's why the money disappears without a trace. If someone asked you right now what your actual monthly function number is, could you answer in 5 seconds? Most people can't, and that gap is exactly where the leak happens. Flow. And here's the one every other budget forgets, the soft life money, the category that exists on purpose, guilt-free for the things that make your life feel bougie instead of just funded. A dinner out, the candle, the thing that has 0 practical function and every emotional one, This is not the leftover money after everything else. This is a planned line item, same as rent. The reason Bougie Balanced works when other budgets don't is that flow isn't the enemy of the budget, it's built into it. You're not white-knuckling your way to a savings goal. You're funding your actual life while you build it. Let's make this real, because buckets sound clean until you try to fill them with actual numbers. Say you bring home $3,000 a month. Protect comes off the top first. Rent, utilities, minimum payments, and your savings transfer. Let's say that lands around $1,800 total. That's non-negotiable. It's already spoken for before you even open your banking app. Function is next. Groceries, gas, the basics. Let's say that's $500. Add it up. 1,800 plus 500 is 2,300, which means what's left for flow is $700. That 700 isn't leftover money you feel guilty about. That's your bougie money, planned on purpose, spent without a second thought because it already has a job, making your life feel like yours. And if you look at your own numbers and Protect alone eats most of your paycheck, that's not a personal failure. That's a cost of living problem. And it means function and flow both need to run leaner for now. Not that the whole system doesn't work for you. The percentages will look different depending on your city, your rent, your season of life. The order never changes. Protect, then function, then flow, always in that sequence, no matter what the actual numbers look like this month. Here's where people trip up every time. They build, protect, and function, and then they treat flow as optional. The first thing to cut the second money feels tight, and that's exactly backwards. Cutting flow first is what makes people quit budgeting altogether within 6 weeks because you've built a system with zero reward in it. If money's tight 1 month, trim function before you touch flow. Buy the store brand groceries before you cancel the one thing that makes the whole system feel worth doing. Here's what happens when you actually run this for a few months. The first month feels a little clunky because you're still calibrating your function number. Groceries always end up a little higher or lower than you guessed. By month 2, you know your real numbers, and the budget stops feeling like guesswork and starts feeling like a map you've already walked before. By month 3, checking your flow balance feels less like anxiety and more like checking a gift card you already know has money on it, because you planned it that way on purpose. That's the actual win here. Not just spending less, but spending without the low-grade dread that used to come with every purchase. The goal was never to restrict you into a smaller life. It was to build a system specific enough that your soft life and your financial peace stop competing with each other. 3 buckets. Protect, function, flow, in that order every single time. Not complicated, just structured, and structure is what actually holds up when life gets messy, which it will, because it always does. You don't need a finance degree to run this. You need 3 numbers and the discipline to fund them in order. Here's your one task. Open your bank app right now and write down your Protect number. Just rent plus your savings transfer. That's it. That's the floor. That one number changes how every other decision in this system gets made. So don't skip it, don't estimate it, actually go look. Once you know your floor, everything else gets easier to build on top of it. Don't build the whole budget today. Just find that one number because everything else in this system depends on knowing it first. This is the same principle as the automatic transfer from last video. You're not trying to master the whole system in one sitting. You're just taking the one step that makes every step after it possible. Now, Protect only works if your money is actually protected, and that includes your credit. Because a good budget can carry you every single month, but a bad credit score can lock doors that money alone can't open. The apartment you actually want, the interest rate that doesn't punish you, the car loan that doesn't eat your flow money before you even get to enjoy it. And here's why that matters more than people think. A lot of what feels like a spending problem ain't really a spending problem. It's a credit problem wearing a disguise. Higher interest rates quietly shrink your flow money every single month, whether you notice it or not. Next video, I'm showing you the 5 things that actually move your credit score. Fast. No mystery, no waiting 2 years and hoping. Just the 5 unglamorous moves that quietly reopen doors most people assume are locked for good. Small step today, bigger system next video. That's how all of this works. One number at a time, not all at once.